Good morning everybody. Crankbaiting. We've come out onto the Georges River and today we're going to just be rolling some hard bodies over the flats, looking for the drop-offs, those shallow sections where there's a few rocks around. Hopefully get some bream, whiting, flathead, trevally, whatever we can get today. That'd be great. It'd be nice to take a feed of flathead home, but either way, let's get out there. We've just got on the water. Sun's about to come up, you can see over my shoulder here. Let's go! And the first lure I'm going to be throwing is from Evergreen. It's called a Piccolo DS. DS for dive shallow. Gets down to probably just over a metre, maybe 1.1. Great for over the flats. Let's get some. Jumping bream. This is the first hook up of the day. It's only very shallow where we are. It's probably maybe 600 deep, 600 mil deep. Tide's running out. Here's the first guy to come up and say hello to us. Come on, buddy. So just pinned him on that front lip there. And this is with that Evergreen Piccolo DS. Beautiful silver fish. And size-wise, he's about 30 tip. So he's just on 30 tip, 27 fork. Now I'm going to keep these fish today, weigh my bag and see what it would have been like, as if it was a Hobie comp. Now the beauty of these Piccolo DS's, they're a compact lure. They're not like a long minnow. They're a shorter body, cast really well. Great action on them, and really feel them moving. They get down, like I said, we're only fishing in about 0.6 of a metre. Now this feels like a flathead, doesn't feel like a bream, which I'm right. First flatty, the DS crank, stay still, jeez. How big's this fella? So he just goes 38. And seeing I'm after a feed, he's coming home. Another hit. This feels like another flatty, which it is. You're a bit small, buddy. He was too small. Only under by a centimetre, but still under. So we've come out to fish the flats to try and get a feed to take home. I'm after flathead and some whiting. I'll probably get some bream as well. But what are the flats? Well, they're those shallower areas that you'll get in lakes and in rivers. In the rivers, it's normally the tidal areas. It'll be, I'd say, from 1.2 metres, anything up to, you know, 0.5 of a metre. I consider flats. They can be sand flats, they can be like weed beds. Ideally, I would like to find some sand flats with weed growing on it, or some rock piles. Where we are at the moment, it's mainly sand and a few patches of weed every now and then. There's also a lot of little bugs in the area. Getting in my ears, getting all over the place. So the type of gear that I'm using over here, oh, there's a bit of a clunk there. Oh, he's gone. The gear I'm using, in the mangroves you would see I was using a shorter rod. Now I'm using a longer rod. This is like a 7'6", so I can get a lot more distance with my casts. I'm using, it's the same Gosen 10-pound braid, but I've dropped down to a 3-pound leader. I said over the flats here there's nothing that I have to worry about that it's really going to bust me off on. And I think that lighter line helps in the shallower water, where it might be a bit clearer, to get the bite. Now the tide's running out. I'm fishing in that 0.5 of a metre, but as the tide drops out further, I'll come out to the edge where it just slowly drops off, and then it'll cut down to about 1.5, 1.6. And that's where I should get some decent flathead. Another hit, flatty I would say, is it? No, we got a whiting this time. Get in here. So this time it's a whiting. Once again, on the Evergreen Piccolo DS. Beautiful whiting. Awesome fish. Southern bonefish. Now this feels like a flatty, and it is. Here's a bit of a better size, this one. Come up here so you can come home with me. Lure came out, he swam into the net. Now let's see if I can get him to stay in that net so I can get him into the... Woo. There. Now that's a much better flatty. Lucky capture. This guy goes, what is he? He's up near about 40, probably up near about 44, 45. Yeah, Get in there. Oh, thanks for the splash. Ooh, that was a good hit. Now, I think this might be a good bream. The way he ran off. Come on up, matey. It's only a light drag. As I said before, I've only got 3 pound leader on. There we go. Good on you, mate. So there this guy is. It's not huge, probably 28, 29 fork. But a nice fish off the flats. Nice silver colour, which you'll normally find when you get them off the sand flats. These little hard bodies. Work a treat. Now let's put him on the lie detector. Was I close with that 29, 30 fork length? Oh, not even close. 27 fork. There he is. Nice bream, 30 tip. Well and truly legal. As last time, this guy's going to go back. I put the other one back in earlier on. I didn't need to keep him once I started keeping those flatties. Thank you very much, sir. Ooh. It's a good hit. Grimsky again. Similar size to the last one. Come on, come up. Just changed hard bodies. I've been mixing them up a bit. It's been a bit quiet because it's the very bottom of the tide. I'm about to go in pretty soon. Come in. This is a lure that did really well for me in the Australian Championships. So this guy's not a big bream, but he's legal. There he is. Beautiful fish when you get him off the flats like this. Another one back into the drink. I better have a few more casts. Ooh. Another hit. This feels more like a flatty. I haven't seen him yet. There it is. Just give me my lure back, that's the main thing. I've seen him, but I can't see where the lure is, so I don't know if he's taking it right down. Well, the light leader. I just want to go nice and gentle with him. And just guide you into the net. Thank you. Relax. And he had taken that lure right down. Luckily this seagull leader is very tough. Another one coming home for dinner. Yes. Well, that's it. Time to go in. So, not a bad session on the flats today. Not ideal tides. It was already halfway out when I got down here. Got here nice and early, but it's what is it? Very bottom of the tide now. It's just gone 8:20, so I've been out here for about 2.5 hours. Got a great feed of fish. I've got 3 good flatties in there. I've got a whiting. I've got a few legal bream as well. I let them go, of course. But if you really want to feed a fish, I would hit the flats. Ideal. Okay. The shallow areas, you'll probably get more bream and whiting, and some of the smaller flathead. But if you come out to the drop-offs where it starts to ease off, taper off, that's where the flathead will be lurking, because they're waiting to ambush things as they're coming off the flats. That's it, everybody. Nice and easy. Simple stuff. The gear that I'm using, longer rod this time. This one's a 7'6", lighter, 1 to 3 kilo. Once again, it's a Gladiator tackle sideboard rod, matched with the 2500 reel, 0.8 PE from Gosen, and I've got Seaguar 3-pound leader on. Now, 3 pound, you might think that's a bit light, but over the flats you can let the fish run. It's not too bad, unless there's boulders and rocks and things like that, but you can still put a fair bit of hurt on them. That's it. Get out, grab a feed. It's the middle of summer, so you want to get out while you can and have a great time. Thanks for coming along, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.